Hey guys, here is a super quick video of the answers to the packets that I gave you, and obviously the ones we skipped aren't on here or crossed out. So just remember, if I go too fast, you can just pause it and you can kind of look at the work. I'm just going to go through the answers and kind of point out a few things. So the first one is June 2008. So number 1 is 1, and that's just knowing the letter order. Number 2 is 3. So just take a look at all of the angles. If you need to pause it, just pause it. Okay, moving on. Number 3, the answer is 4. And number 4, the answer is 3. Similar triangles, you set up a proportion for that. Okay, number 5, the answer is 4. And number 6, the answer is 2 for trig. Again, just look at all the work that I have on the page. Number 8 is 1. Number 9 is 4. Number 11 is 2, small over big. Number 12 is 2, that is our line equation. Number 13 is 4. Number 14 is 2, and I used graph paper for number 14. Okay, 15, 16, 17 were all skipped. 18 is choice 1. Medians are a 2-to-1 ratio. 19 is 3. We skipped 20. 21 is also small over big. We have choice 4. 23 is the chart. You did have to draw your own picture in order to get the chart, to get that 4.2. And number 24 you should definitely do on graph paper. The point is on the line, so the line stays the same. Moving on, 25. Yes, translations preserve distance and angle measure. 26. Take a look, we're going from point D with a scale factor of 2, so it has to be twice as far away from D. 27, it did change direction, so it is a reflection. There's probably other answers than just this, so something else could potentially work. You could always send me a picture if you want me to check what you did. 29 is the construction. Median is midpoint. 30 is interesting. It's Pythagorean theorem. You see that both triangles are the same, which means they're congruent by side, 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 and all congruent triangles must also be similar by AA. Okay, 32, this is kind of recent. We do side slope distances and we write a conclusion. It's isosceles since it has 2 congruent sides. It's not equilateral since all sides are not congruent. We actually did 33 in our notes recently, so this one probably looked familiar. Final answer is 1,503 feet. And then 35 is the proof. Best bet is just to pause it here and kind of look through the proof. It does have subtraction in it, so it's a little bit tough. It's not rather long, but the steps are a little bit tough to come up with. Okay, your next one was August 2018. Okay, so number 1 is 4, number 2 is 1. Skip 3, number 4 is 1, and skip 5. Okay, number 6 is trig, choice 4. Number 7 is choice 3. 7 was a quadratic, but you can just plug that into your y equals to find 8 instead of factoring. Number 8, I definitely use the graph to get my distances for that, and it is a rhombus with 4 equal sides. Okay, number 9 is trig and similarity combined, choice 1, and number 10 is choice 4. Number 11, perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes, so that is choice 1. Number 12 is similar triangles with a little bit of a twist. You had to put the 3 minus x and the 3 plus x on there. 13, so that was choice 2. 13 is 4. 14 we skipped. 15, I definitely used the graph for. That is choice 1. 16 is actually very difficult. You had to take the 3 to 5 ratio and solve for this missing part here. and then you had to use small over big. So pause it, take a look at that one, see if hopefully that makes sense to you. 17 is 3. If you rotate something 180 and if it's not in the center, it's not going to wind up on the same spot. So that is choice 3. 17 is the chart to figure out which one is always true. 22, they're all going to work out. 23 is 3 and 24 is 2. Going to the free response. 26 is 90 degrees, and again, you can pause it to look at all the angles if you need to. 28, the direction does not change, so that means it's a rotation of 180. It puts us here, and then we translate it 2 down. 29, kind of interesting. We're just supposed to explain why they're parallel or why they're similar. And basically, since they're parallel, we have corresponding angles here, which means the triangles are similar by AA. You could also reference that they share an angle too if you did it that way. Okay, 30. We've seen this in the last exam too. You draw it out, you draw the center, and this is pretty common. The center is on the line, so it stays the same. So she is not correct. 32 was an interesting fill-in proof. I think we did this at some point, so pause it if you need to look through those. 33 is another one that I pulled in our notes recently. This was a trig one. So we did actually do this recently in class. 35 is the proof. Here's all the work for the proof. I'll show you the graph in a second. So side slope distances, you can see 2 congruent sides parallel. This right angle thing I threw in here because we need that on the next page. Your conclusion, math's a parallelogram since opposite sides are parallel. You could write congruent there as well. Here's the graph page that goes with it. Here's how I counted everything. And then really for this part, you only need a conclusion because on the page before I did the right angle. Math is a rectangle since it has a right angle. Feel free to text me, guys, if you need anything, and I'll have some more assignments coming up soon.